What is going on, everybody? Welcome back here to the channel. This is video number 100. This is milestone video for me. So you guys might have seen on my community page, on my YouTube channel, and then on my story on my Instagram, I posted a little tab there that said, leave me your questions below. Because this is my 100th video, I want to do something a little different. I want to do a Q&A with you guys and answer the questions that you guys might have for me, questions that I get a lot, kind of clear the board going into 101 videos. So as of now, at 100 videos, I'm gonna be answering any question that I've gotten from my Instagram or on my YouTube community tab, and then also be answering some questions that I get asked a lot, like common questions that I get asked a lot. Also, quick note, I did talk about wanting to do an off-road trip, waiting for the dates. I think we have decided that we are gonna go October 18th, 19th, and 20th to Rausch Creek. So if any of you guys are near there, or if you guys wanna meet up, or if you guys are driving all the way out there to meet up or whatever, do some off-roading trails, earn some trail badges. So Ben, Ryan, and I will be heading out on that Friday. We're probably gonna do as much off-roading as we can Saturday, and then probably start heading back. It's about a 6 to 7 hour drive, so we gotta manage our travel time there as well. So put those dates down in the calendar. We do have somebody else that's coming. Another YouTuber is gonna meet us out there, and I think I might keep that, a little surprise for you guys for just a little bit longer, but he has confirmed that he will actually be there for those days as well. So if you guys wanna see another Jeep YouTuber, truck YouTuber, he's kind of all of that. So there's your clues. So without further ado, let's dive into these questions. I think we're gonna start with the Instagram questions. I kind of had those up for a little bit longer than I did for the community post. So give you guys just a little bit longer. You guys might be getting this answered pretty much live. So yeah, we're gonna start with the Instagram ones. All right, so first question comes from German Muscle E46. What's your dream car or truck? I don't know if I have like one specific dream car or truck for that matter. Honestly, I love a lot of different cars. Growing up, I would say my number one would be a Viper. Other than that, I'm really in love with Audi R8s. We've had a couple of Lamborghini Huracans come through the shop. I really like those, so possibly something like that. I kind of really like the Hellcats. I'm a big fan of the Corvette C8. So possibly something like that. I don't have to be too crazy with it. I mean, I know a lot of people would choose Ferraris, Lambos, something like that. But I like to keep it simple. But I think I'd stick with the Mopar Power. I'd probably go like Hellcat Red Eye or like a Trackhawk. Probably something like that if I had to say like my dream car or SUV. Ibarra says Hellcat Swap. I wish, believe me, if I had the money, I would. I think that's the only thing that the Jeep's really missing is a V8. I think the Jeep personally is a little bit underpowered, especially for everybody that's throwing like bigger tires, bigger wheels on there, swapping axles, putting heavier armor on, all that kind of stuff. I think it could use a little bit more power to get through some stuff. If you guys want to send me like 25 to 30 grand, I'll do it, hands down. Would love to have a Hellcat swap. Can they do a manual Hellcat swap? I guess I could. I don't think I've ever seen a Jeep get a manual Hellcat swap, so yeah, send me 30 grand and I'll do it. Zrex 101, will you be getting a winch or bumper? Yes, I will be getting a worn winch once my new bumper comes in, which in fact, part of this question is a Road Armor bumper. I couldn't for the longest time decide between like the Stinger version or the version that kind of has like a little bull bar on it. But I am partnered up with Road Armor. They are going to be sending me a bunch of stuff to review, do install videos, and put on my Jeep, and I'm super excited for that, especially that front bumper. It looks so good. And then to go along with that, I will be getting a worn winch for the front end. It kind of tucks down in the bumper, which I really like, kind of hidden away. So yes, to answer both your questions, yes and yes. All right, Ohio YJ. What's up, Ryan? How you doing, buddy? This is actually a really good question. Best experience because of social media. Honestly, I don't know if I could pick one. It's not just one experience. It's honestly like the whole experience of everything. So like, honestly, like the best way I could describe it is like getting to meet people through social media, but then doing like meetups, or when we went to Jeep Beach, we met up with a couple people. When we went to SEMA, we met up with a couple people. It's just getting to know people more through social media, but like then actually meeting them and getting to know more about them, their personalities. Those are probably my best experiences. If I had to name one, I would say Jeep Beach, because I got to meet a ton of people that I've been following forever. Although Kevin and I kind of message each other back and forth, finally getting to meet Brite again. We actually did meet at SEMA the year before, but that was just very quickly. And then at Jeep Beach, we spent a day or two together, just learning and shooting ideas off each other. And that was a really good experience, meeting everybody there at Jeep Beach, hanging out with Kevin, Brittany, and Jelly the dog. We had a ton of fun down there. So I would say best experience because of social media. I'm just gonna say Jeep Beach because I met everybody that I follow, and everybody was way nicer than I could have, really imagined. All right, Ryan, you asked quite a few questions here. Favorite mall crawler, Ohio JKU. I agree. When are you going to buy a daily and build the JL? When I can afford it. Believe me, I wish I could. I was just talking with the guys at the shop about this. They're, talking about, when am I gonna rip it apart and do all this stuff? I said, guys, I need this to get to and from work. So when I have time to tinker around with the Jeep and can afford to buy another cheaper daily driver, that is when. Which YouTuber do you fangirl over? PewDiePie? I don't know. The dude's got 100 million subs. That's a lot. So PewDiePie. Favorite YJ? You, because honestly you're the only YJ that I know. Luke Greco 73, what is your plan for the future of the Jeep? Suspension, wheels, tires, etc. I'm happy with the wheels and tires, not a big problem there. I think I'll stick with 38s even if I go with a bigger lift, which I do want to go with a bigger lift. Wink, wink. I'm looking at you, BDS. Ideally, I would love to get coilovers. It would give me an excuse to use the Jeep more, hit some trails more, but at the same time, that's kind of like building the Jeep and buying a daily, which in the future might be, in the realm of possibility. So as far as suspension, I know that BDS is going to be coming out with a bigger lift. I think it's like a 4-inch lift. It's either short arm or long arm. I can't remember honestly, but it was at Jeep Beach and I was talking to the sales rep there and he told me it was only going to be a few more weeks until they, kind of release it. And here we are almost 4 or 5 months later and still nothing. They still only have a 2-inch lift. I do want something bigger, and I definitely want something from BDS because that is my favorite lift kit company. Great value, great company, great warranty. I've never had a problem with BDS. Luke Greco 73 again. What is the total cost of the build? I'm gonna have to take some time and look through all this, but if I had to guess, I would say somewhere between like $8,000 and $9,000. But that's also including like everything that I've bought from Amazon. That's full price for any sponsorship stuff that I've ever gotten, and probably including some of the labor. So you're probably somewhere around, I would say like $7,500 to $8,500. Nick 0014, if you had to choose another car for your daily driver, what would you choose? As a daily driver, it's kind of a hard question for me because I love so many different cars. I would love to have my Jetta back. I used to have a Beamer and I loved having that car. I never had any issues with it. And before that, I had a Buick Park Avenue Ultra, I had a Saab, and none of these cars I really ever had problems with. I really enjoy every type of car. If I had to pick something like brand new, I probably would go with like a Golf or like a GTI. I really love hatchbacks and I've always been a big fan of Volkswagen. I would definitely go with a manual. Just their manuals are some of my favorite on the market. So if I had to choose, I would say Golf. 67 Lime, take me on a date. You're too expensive. Hallie Anton, why is your wife your favorite? She asks me this every time I post these Instagram things where it's like, ask me a question or leave a comment below. She always does this. I can't even just put into words why you're my favorite. You chose me of all people, which was probably a terrible mistake, but you keep me on track, believe it or not. But above all, you really let me live my passion. I don't know how many times you've probably been annoyed with me talking to Ryan or talking to you about cars, building cars, different types of cars, you know, cars that I've tinted, cars that I've worked on, Jeeps, Jeep parts, all this kind of stuff. So I would say like the support for, you know, something that I'm very passionate about and giving me the freedom to do things that I love, even if you're not interested in the same stuff. But beyond that, I mean, I can't even list the amount of things that's beyond just the car stuff. How JKU, can you say meow instead of now in your next video? Meow, that sounds like a good idea. I don't know if that counts. Does this count as my next video or do you want the video after? Either way, I'll do it. Joe Lang 33, when are you buying a sports car? Joe, what's up, buddy? I met you at Jack's Wax. I remember you were talking about getting a Jeep, actually. When am I buying a sports car? Not soon enough, I'll tell you that. I really would love to have the freedom to get a sports car. Actually would like that because daily driving the Jeep is kind of getting to a point where after a year, I'm just kind of like, I want something new. I really have the shortest attention span anyway for cars and vehicles. So when am I buying a next sports car? As soon as I can. Hopefully within the next year, I will have something in the garage that I can drive a lot faster than the Jeep. Other than that, it will bring a lot more content to the channel and do what I really want to do with the channel is expand it to not just Jeeps, but a lot of other car stuff. I'm super passionate about any type of car, truck, SUV, you name it. I like pretty much everything. So I think if I were to do that within the next year, that I would again expand this channel into something bigger than just Jeeps. Eaton33141. This isn't really a question, but you should move out west. Believe me, I would love to move out west. I absolutely love it out there. Colorado, Utah, it's gorgeous out there. All the hiking, all the things you could do, the desert, the off-roading is amazing. I would love to move out west if I could. However, right now, because of Hallie's job and Hallie's position at her job, we are kind of not stuck here in Columbus, but we are a lot closer to our family, which is in Cleveland. One, and because of her job, two, that is the reason that I'm not moving out west right now. I actually was living in Florida for a while, started my own shop down there, moved back when Hallie graduated because of her job was based here in Columbus. And this is actually the retail hub of the US, which is surprising to me because I always thought it was going to be in New York or something. So, JLU are Riptide, when and where will your next wheeling trip take place? I went this weekend. Like I said before, we are going to Roush Creek in Pennsylvania. We're going to go October 18th, 19th, and 20th. So if you are in the area over there, come out, meet up, and yeah, that's answer your next question. Again, we talked about that, I think a little bit before, so I kind of answered your question before we even started. Sorry about that. Lance Bowers 22, can I get picked up for wing night? I live in Ohio. Absolutely. We have not done wing night in a while. Yes, next time we go, maybe I'll try and post it a little bit sooner. I know that last time we tried to do like a little Jeep meet or something like that. Didn't really work out. We had Ben and Ryan show up with the trailer, and the YJ and his JK flexed up a little bit in the parking lot. But we will in fact be trying to do something again where it's kind of like a little subscriber meetup or follower meetup, all while getting some wings at wing night. So stay tuned for that. Yes, you can come, but picked up, I mean, you could probably just drive your own there. Blue Matter SRT, who drives your favorite blue car? You do, because I don't know anybody else that drives a blue car. Well, actually my mom does, so I'd have to say my mom. Sorry, Blake. There's a guy in my neighborhood that sells Pokemon on Pokemon Go, and there's like 100 people outside. So what the hell? Did he release a Charizard or something? Mojito JK, how do you get Jeep exposure for sponsorship at a young age? Plug away, man. That's what I did. I mean, between Ryan and I, we were up until 2 a.m. every night for like 2 weeks straight, writing emails, reaching out to people, trying to make connections through social media. We were doing whatever it took to contact companies, grow our Instagram, grow our YouTube channel, and provide something for the company instead of just trying to reach out for them for free parts. Have something to give back. That's really what companies want. They probably get 100 emails a day from people that want to get sponsored that, you know, it won't benefit them in any way. So make sure you are trying your best to be beneficial to the company. RBP just happened to work out really well. We actually worked for a shop where we did a lot of RBP packages for dealerships. At the time, Kelly was the RVP kind of rep for our area. She came in, saw Ryan's truck, saw my Jeep. We got to talking and we talked about her truck that she had and just kind of went from there. So because she knew us, it just happened to work out very well for us. We happen to be big fans of RVP anyway. Beyond that, she was planning to release a lot of new stuff. So our platform for YouTube was perfect for her to advertise new stuff that was coming out. So that's the long answer. The short answer is to grind, email, just try and make as many connections as you possibly can. Make sure the company is a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them, and make sure that you are beneficial to the company, not just reaching out to get free parts. Great question. Why build the Jeep and not another SUV like a 4Runner? Honestly, I like 4Runners. They're pretty neat to me. They just feel really big. The thing with Jeeps is they've kind of run through my family for years. We used to have a TJ and we used to have an LJ. Absolutely loved the heck out of that LJ. My mom drove it off the lot and she had no idea. Like my dad was teaching her off the lot how to drive manual. Kind of runs in my background. I have a lot of friends that either I've made because of Jeeps or just friends that I know that have Jeeps. I've never really had my own Jeep to do like whatever I wanted to, so that's what I did. I went out and got my own and decided to build it for whatever I wanted to do. So that's your answer. Move on to some of the YouTube community questions. Let's see. Chase Whitworth, what Jeep should a 16-year-old get? Honestly, whatever you can afford, because if you're gonna be kind of building it, you're gonna be adding a lot of stuff. Jeeps stands for just empty every pocket. That's what people say. A good Jeep for a 16-year-old would be a TJ body style or a JK body style. If you can afford a JL, or like if your parents are gonna buy you a JL, those it's such a nice riding Jeep. They've done so well with the JLs that I think it would be great, especially with like some of the safety features with like blind spot assist and stuff like that. But if you can't, obviously, not everybody can. I would say if you could find a used TJ or LJ, which is the unlimited 2-door, I would say go for that. And if you do, try to get the one that has the 6-cylinder, because I don't think I've met anybody that's had major problems with the 4-cylinder, but that 6-cylinder will last you forever. Those things are amazing. BC GoPro, would you ever consider purchasing a Tesla? Yes, actually, I would love to have a Tesla. Honestly, going back to my question of having a daily driver, if I was just staying within Columbus, I would love to have a Model 3. Had a couple come through for window tint. So weird that they're just quiet, like driving. But if I wasn't like planning on going super far every single day, I would actually love to have a Tesla. I don't have anything against electric vehicles, honestly. Oliver Ross, do you have any items that you don't use anymore and you would like to donate? No, I think I want to sell everything that I have. And really all that I have to sell, and I don't really want to ship it because most of the stuff's pretty big and heavy and it costs a fortune to ship. But I have my factory rear bumper. Once I get my new front bumper, I'll have my stubby made front bumper, if anybody's ever interested in that. I have my rock sliders and factory lift and fender flares that are color matched. And Thomas Tuttle, what Jeep or truck would you recommend for a 17-year-old? Going back to Chase's question, Jeep, I would recommend a TJ. Honestly, if I could do it all over again, and I was like 16, 17, I probably would buy a TJ this day and age. But I would look again for that 6-cylinder truck. Honestly, anything diesel, because I feel like diesels are just, especially like heavy duty trucks. If people are looking for like heavy duty trucks, I've been seeing a lot of gas, like 3500s or F350s around. I would recommend people get diesel. You're just getting a lot more power and a lot more fuel efficiency than, you know, a gas truck. I mean, why buy a heavy duty gas truck? I don't get it. Unless you're trying to keep it small. I love regular cab trucks. Keep it small, regular cab, short bed. All right, guys, I hope I answered everybody's questions thoroughly as best as I can, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Here's to number 100 and continuing on. Again, I want to keep the channel growing. I don't want to just keep it on the Jeep level. I want to extend it out. I want to do cars, I want to do trucks, I want to do diesel stuff, I want to do electric stuff if I can, I want to do window tinting stuff. I want to keep it as vehicle oriented as possible without being specifically just for Jeep. I think after the 100th video, I'm going to be posting as much as I possibly can, and I want you guys to hold me to that, because I've been getting a little bit lazy with the videos now that it's just been getting darker out a little quicker. You know, summer's over. I think I've just kind of been calling it quits early, so I'm going to be trying to film as much as possible at night. So if you guys get some nighttime videos, that's what you're going to get. On that note, thank you guys for 7,200 subscribers. We are flying through 7,000 subscribers, on our way to 8,000, and actually flying on our way to 10,000 subscribers. I think 100 videos was like my next goal, and now my next goal is 10,000 subscribers. So let's keep that rolling, guys. Share this video, tell your friends about this channel. Let's get this community growing even faster, and I'm gonna do a lot more with the community and try and do a lot more meetups as much as I possibly can. So I want to say thank you guys again. This channel would be nothing without you. I wouldn't have any motivation to post if it wasn't for people commenting and liking the videos and subscribing to the channel. So thank you guys for that. If you haven't already, get down there, hit subscribe, leave this video a big thumbs up if I've answered your questions, and as always, we will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks again for 100 videos.